How's it going, guys?
Hello. How are you guys doing?
We're good. I'm
Hell
Fran
yeah.
the Savage from the Savage Ladies, of course, and today joining me is Marla, one of my partners. As everyone knows, Marla is also part of the world metal scene. And today we have Rick and Nick from Blood of Heroes, one of our own Chicago home-based bands. Thank you for coming, guys.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Yep, thank you.
Oh, yeah. And just let everyone know they're having camera issues, so we're not going to be able to see them, but we can hear them, and we're all good to go on that.
Yeah, we're good to go. You
Awesome.
probably don't want to see our ugly faces anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
We both had long nights, so it's probably better that our camera's not working.
Yeah, you guys had a show last night, didn't you?
No, not last night. It was a few weeks ago.
Oh, was it a few weeks ago? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, it is a weekend and everyone has a long night one way or another, right?
Yeah. We were supposed to play with OTEP up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, but OTEP pulled out, and then I had a friend of mine pass away and stuff like that, so everything just kind of got pushed aside for us.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
Well, thank you guys for making the time out to come here and join us.
Of course.
So you guys are from Chicago, which is, of course, where I'm from. I still have yet to see you guys. Can't wait to see you. But Marla has seen you guys, and she absolutely
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I think we've seen Marla a couple times. That way, Marla?
Yeah.
Louisville area? Indian stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah. It was a blast. It was a great time, and you're constantly pulling my hair. So yeah, it was.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, it's all good.
She likes her hair being pulled. She just approved it. So it's
okay. You are approved, Resh. You are approved.
We both got the hair that you could just. Bitch, you ain't going nowhere.
I wish my hair looked as good as your guys', man. My hair looks like shit nowadays.
Yeah, mine looks
Is that why the camera's off?
10% of the reason.
Too funny. So, guys, where'd you guys meet?
Actually, I knew Nick's dad for many years, and we played in different bands, and we was always friends and stuff. And then I had a band called Boomslang I was in 14 years, and that's actually where I met you, Marla. I was friends with you when I was in Boomslang, but and I think Fran, maybe we were friends back then too. I can't remember, but
I don't remember.
But anyway, so that band, we split, and the band that his father Phil was in, they had broken up.
Yep.
And then we just started talking, shooting the shit one day, and say, hey man, let's just get together and see what happens. And next thing you know, we're writing music, and Blood of Heroes is there. That's when it started. 2016, actually.
Yeah, about 16, real early.
Yeah. You guys are babies.
Well, I'm the
well,
baby.
he is. Nick is, but I'm not. Fuck, I'm an old fuck. That's probably good reason why I'm not. My face ain't up there.
Now, come on, Rich. I'm older than you. You know that.
No, I don't know, man. I think I'm older than you.
Well, I'll tell you what. Next time I see you, we'll just look at our IDs and compare that.
Okay, all right. Because I'm
not going to say it on here.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to surprise you.
This is like.
I also have my hair you can pull.
All right.
This is crazy. It's like I have no idea who's talking right now. All I see is a flash.
Yeah.
So that's too funny. Marla, you want to go ahead and go?
Yes. You guys, I have this Blood of Heroes CD right in my hand right now. I got that when I was at Germantown last time I seen you. Who did the artwork for that? Was that somebody in the band, or?
I'll let Nick explain that.
So
it's very cool. I really like it.
Yeah, it was done by my brother. He is a self-taught artist, and he also does some music, but he's always been really, really good at drawing and doing like Photoshop work. Yep, he did all that, and it took him.
Well, we were actually in the studio up in Madison, Wisconsin, recording that album, and he and I were just sitting there, and he has this little sketch thing that he draws on, and he was like, "Hey man, what do you think about this? Hey man, what do you think about this?" I'm like, "Damn, dude, you did all that in like 2 minutes, man." You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was just sitting there. He's a hell of a graphic artist. I mean, he's great at it. He does a lot of cool shit. And I'd say within about an hour, that was pretty much done.
Done. Yep.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that was badass. That's awesome.
The kid's good. I mean, man, if anybody's looking for a graphic artist for their album covers, I would hit Christian Polzois up.
Oh yeah,
he's amazing.
He's amazing. He's honestly mind blowing. And I mean, the fact that he did that when he was 18.
Yeah,
he did that when he was 18, and that's what. Wow. Six years ago now.
Yeah, so it's been a few years ago.
It's been a long time. So he's gotten way better.
That's awesome.
I would love to see what he did 6 years ago because that looks badass. That's cool as hell.
Yeah, he's always been. He's got like this own cartoon. Yeah, I mean, he's got his own little cartoon character that he has like this little storyline going. It's pretty badass, man. The graphics that he does on that just blows me away.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, I can send you guys a link to his page or something after that we're done with this if you guys would like to look at it some.
Definitely. Yeah, I would love to.
Hell yeah, because we're always coming up with things that we, like everyone else's bands, just like we are. We're always looking for,
it's a little on. I mean, he does a lot of stuff that's kind of like on the dark side. You know what I mean? Not evil, but more, like a dark film.
Perfect.
Yeah, very metal.
Yeah, I need some good tattoo ideas too. Just saying.
Oh, he would knock it out of the park when it comes to that.
Oh yeah, definitely would love his information. Definitely.
I would too.
If you want to actually advertise his information right now, feel free to also.
Go ahead, Nick.
Just search up Chris Polzois, Krys, and then Polzois is Polezoes. He just got certified as an artist for Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube.
That's awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I may have to get back with you and write that down because I don't have a pen and paper with me. I'm sitting on the floor, actually.
Well, you guys are friends with me on Facebook, so you can.
Yeah.
But we did lose. Now here's a bit of information. You guys probably don't know this, and I think Fran, you were trying to contact me through the Blood of Heroes page.
Yeah.
Our Blood of Heroes page has been stolen. And we've been trying to recover it, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So somebody has stolen it and, taken away our email recovery and just stole the whole thing, period. And along with our Voodoo Queen management as well. She lost everything. All of her bands all got hit. We got hit. So, more than likely, we're probably going to have to start a new page,
right?
But we are going to have a new website coming here real soon. So it's just waiting on a group photo, and then we're going to launch it. So you guys will be seeing that pretty much firsthand. So
awesome! Hell yeah, definitely send us anything. We're more than happy to help promote and get that out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah, as for the hackers, they've actually been sending me messages too regarding Savage page and my page, and they're saying that we're in violation and we're going to get shut down if we don't give them if we don't log in and verify it's me, and they want to see an ID, they want my email and this and that, and and they also and I showed Marla that if we scroll down where they say send this information, go into this link and to save your page, and I scrolled down and it had a list of all of the bands and music companies all involved in the music scene.
And my page was on there too.
Yeah, that was on the hit list. And I have two separate ones because they hit me twice in the same week. And I didn't hit that link at all, but I still changed my passwords each time just in case. And it's just the hackers are attacking the music scene. And a lot of people, they're believing it because it's coming up as a notification. And so then they were opening it and then boom, they get hacked. I
think we go gouge your eyeballs out and just get it over with.
And
I think I'd go a little bit further than that.
Well, I mean, I would too, but I'm not going to say it right now. But that's exactly what I'd do if I knew who it was.
Yeah. Seriously, it sucks.
Well, I mean, it's crazy because, you know, when we tried to go back in, it said the person that, you know, that we had to contact lived in South Korea.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm wondering if it's not more than one people that's doing this, because it's happening with a lot of bands. It's like I get on there every day and somebody's saying our page got hacked, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, ours got stolen. I mean, it got more than hacked. It's gone. I mean, it got stolen. It's wiped out, and somebody actually took over the page, and you know, we've tried to do everything in the recovery for them, and even sent messages saying, "Hey, we got our page stolen," and nothing has happened.
It sucks, man. That sucks. I'm so sorry you guys got to rebuild that shit, you know. But look at it as a chance, as our new beginning to make a much more killer page, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, you got to start over, and you know, I mean, and sometimes it's even for the better, you know. I mean,
yeah,
hell, even some of the bands that are out there have started over, and they've done quite well, you know. So
absolutely.
But I mean, you got to do what you got to do, you know, and hopefully with this website, we won't have to worry about that anymore, you know. So we'll probably run everything through the website once we get it launched.
Do you know when you might be back in the Louisville area?
I know July 2nd, I believe there is a Biohazardous Record first annual festival there. And okay. I know this is all like, I know everything's not finalized yet, but they're talking about doing a 2-stage outdoor event that July 1st and July 2nd weekend. So I know we're playing July 2nd for sure.
Well, I'm camera happy if you want me to get pictures of you and the band.
Oh yeah, we're always looking forward to, you know, we love pictures, and you know, the more pictures the merrier. So yeah, we definitely like Louisville quite a bit. It seems like the South right now is our favorite places to play. No offense to any other place, but it just seems like it's
really happening, just constant.
You get a different energy down there.
Ohio, Louisville.
Yeah, and Tennessee too, man. We love Tennessee. I mean, we're so looking forward to going back there. Like the energy.
I may have to do that because and maybe you know, support my Savage trip, because I got to look at it up, and depending on what part of Tennessee, but I'm only about 2.5, 3 hours from Tennessee. So the location I am in Southern Indiana, which ain't nothing. I could be in Ohio in 3 hours, Louisville an hour, Tennessee in less than 3, Missouri in less than 3. So I'm still in that, where I can just spread out.
Well, Chattanooga, it's in Chattanooga April 1st, on April Fool's Day is when we're going back. It's a place called Ziggy's, and the place was electric that night. I mean, it's a small little room, but I'm going to tell you what, the energy that was in that room tonight was unmatched. I mean, it was off the wall.
See, I've never been to Tennessee, and I would love to go there. I got a lot of friends that live down there that moved down there from Chicago, because a lot of people are getting the hell out of Illinois. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Illinois sucks, man. I mean, we don't play in Illinois very much, so it's like probably our least favorite place to play. I mean, no offense to our local fans and stuff like that. It's nothing against them whatsoever, but it's just getting out there and seeing different things, meeting new people. That's what it's all about to me. I don't know how you feel about that, Nick.
Well, yeah, I mean, the best way to get your voice heard and your name's out there is to expand, and it is to go outside of your town and where everyone knows you. That's how you grow, and that's how, you know, people get to know you and know your music. You stay local and you don't want to go anywhere. You're restricting yourself on so much more that you can do.
Yes, absolutely.
So are you guys working on any new music?
Actually, yeah, we just started. We had to go through a lineup change again, unfortunately. I think, Marla, the last time you seen us, we had Nico Davis in the band, but he's no longer in the band anymore.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we added Eric Abner back in the band, which he was in the band before. Now, if you watch the Reap What You Sow video, he's the guy playing guitar on the far left in the video. And then we've added another guy named Scooby, which is out of Indianapolis. He's a guitar hero there from Indianapolis. He's pretty badass. And so
Indianapolis, awesome.
Yeah, he just joined here like about a month ago. So, and of course, Nick is the original drummer of Blood of Heroes. I'm the original vocalist. So we're the only two that's the original guys. But we also have Chad Woods up out of Kankakee, who's been a bass player for many, many years. Probably the most solid dude I've ever met. I mean, the guy's just he's a solid musician, solid friend, solid guy off the stage. I mean, you can't ask for more solid than him.
Couldn't get a better bass player.
Well, speaking of solid friends, we have Amy who is joining us. She just popped up. Amy.
Am I? Oh, there we go. Hi. All right.
Amy Savage.
There she is.
Amy. She's usually crazy busy on Sundays, just like Marla is. And as usual, all three of us live in our car.
Right. So let me ask you this. We were talking about, wanting to do this again when we can all be there, because the problem is we all live so far away from each other now. And this weekend just didn't work for everybody to be together. So we can do this with you guys. And we'd like to do it as a whole group. So, if there's a date that we can do somewhere down the line, we'll probably even have some new shit to introduce to you guys too. But we'd like to do this again when we're all available.
Absolutely. We actually encourage that. We would definitely would love to bring the bands back, at least, 5-6 months later, because a lot can happen. A lot can happen in that 5-6 months. New albums, new members, new killer shows coming up, other fests, anything big can happen. So, we definitely love to check back in with with the bands every, about 5 to 6 months and see what's happened. So we'd definitely be game for rescheduling you, where everyone can be there if possible, of course. We understand life happens. We understand that,
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, we're supposed to go on a big run in August if it happens still. We were supposed to go in February, but it got pushed back. But it's looking like August right now. So September, maybe we can come back in and check in like around September sometime with you guys, and we should have a whole lot of new information and cool shit going on.
Songs, content, everything.
Yeah, probably new. Yeah, we're going to have a new video too. So we're going to the studio. In 2 weeks? We're going to the studio in 2 weeks over in Bloomington, Illinois. It's where Mudvayne recorded their first 2 albums, and we're going to get the same guy that produced those first 2 albums. So we feel pretty cool about that.
Oh, that's very cool.
So we're going to go do a couple songs with him, and then we're probably going to back it up with a video or two, and so we're going to have some killer new shit coming.
Hell yeah, definitely. Whenever you want to set it up, just reach out to any one of us. Yeah, we'll definitely get you in. That's not going to be a question.
All right, real quick, I got to jump in with this because it's hilarious. So I'm obviously I'm driving right now. I'm on my phone while I'm driving, but I'm paying attention to the road. However, the cameras that I'm seeing, like my camera looks okay to me, but everyone else is frozen. And Fran is frozen, and she has this surprised look on her face, and it's just hilarious. It's like.
Well, what do I look like?
Marla looks kind of just like.
Well, everyone knows I'm an expressionist. Every 3 seconds, I got a new expression on my face, and I can't hide my emotions.
It's been stuck since I jumped on, and it is hilarious.
There's not a fart behind that look.
She's stuck. She just got stuck. Amy, you just froze like this.
Wait, I can't see you because you're still frozen like this. Oh, this is great. Yeah, sorry I couldn't jump in on time.
No, it was great.
It's been a long trip home from the city. I remember how much I hate the city. At least driving.
We're just giving mad props to our hometown.
That's how I am. When I'm always out all the time going to the city to see bands. As soon as I cross that bridge into Indiana, it's like fresh air, and I'm not far from home. And so you kind of have both good of both worlds, the city and the outskirts.
And that's what's nice about where.
As soon as you said cross the line, I thought of Gary, Indiana, and I'm like, there's nothing fresh about Gary, Indiana.
I've been there once, never again.
And that was enough, right? Yeah.
I drove home through there at like 1:30 in the morning. My son was probably less than 2 years old, and it was an interesting experience. I'm like, how do I get out of here quickly? It was
it's very scary. It was very. That's how I went.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm down in here.
Yeah, I think I took a wrong turn somewhere. Okay.
So guys, what do you got planned for 2022?
Lots of cool shit. I mean, I think the biggest thing is new material for sure. I think that's number one on the list, and then probably doing as many festivals as we can this year. Definitely new videos. I've got a shit ton of merch. I got all kinds of new merch. We just ain't been out. We just ain't been out and played a whole lot to show our new stuff off. But
I was wanting to get a shirt since I got a CD.
Yeah. We've got a new line out now that's just super badass. But
very cool.
Yeah. So, that's I think the main focus right now is just getting the band back to solid like it was, which we're pretty close. But right now, the guys have been throwing new ideas just from right and left. In fact, I just got one before I came here.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're coming left and right, which is exciting, So
nice.
Well,
I don't want to jump in with too many questions because I came in late and I don't know.
No, go ahead.
Go
fire
I don't
away.
know what you guys have covered yet, or I feel bad if I start asking.
That's okay.
We
can go back over it again. It's no problem.
Okay, so you're talking about your new line of merch. So who does your designs? Is it somebody in the band that kind of creates?
Well, so I've been working with Arizona T-shirts out of Indianapolis since like 2003 or so.
Okay.
And they have graphic artists over there as well. So what I'll do is I'll sketch something, like an idea of what I have, and I'll throw like 4 or 5 different ideas at them. So then what we do is we start collaborating back and forth. Okay, what do you think about this? Maybe I should add this, or what about this, or you know what I'm saying? So we go back and forth for a couple of weeks through emails, and then we finally decide, hey man, that's it right there. That's it. And
nice.
color is another thing that's, when you print it on a T-shirt, a lot of it is done by what's that? It's not really like ink, but it's kind of like a screen print.
Like screen print, yeah.
So we do actual color. So when you get one of our shirts, it's actually pressed on there with real ink, and it's that thing.
Okay.
I mean, I've got shirts I've wore for 15 or 16 years and washed them all the time, and they still look brand new.
Yeah, really high quality.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And that's nice because then the shirt gets more comfortable after that long, but a lot of times the logo or whatever, you can't read it anymore.
Yeah,
so that's awesome.
It's faded and choppy and ripping apart.
Ours won't do that. I mean, they're, like I said,
nice.
I've got some that's I've had for 15 plus years and they still look brand new. And I think that's, to me, I always, my thing is, when you go to shows and you see different merch and stuff like that, I feel like ours kind of rises above a little bit just because of that aspect, just because of the natural ink. And we've actually had national acts say, hey, man, who in the hell does your guys' shirts, man? Those are so badass.
Our dry fits are really
nice.
Yeah, awesome. They love our dry fit stuff that we have. And, our hoodies is always a big, hey, there's our bass player that just chimed in.
I love hoodies.
Yeah, he's actually been there for a few minutes. I'm just letting you guys talk. I forgot to look at comments.
All right, so Fran, I took a screenshot so you can see what you look like right now and have looked like the whole time I've been on. Am I frozen still, or can you guys see me?
That's funny.
Am I still frozen, or am I good?
Yeah, right now you just went.
Gritted your teeth.
Yeah. It's like every 2 seconds or so it freezes.
I don't know. I only see
said,
Amy freezing, so it's got to be your phone.
Yeah.
Well, probably.
Yeah, bro, you're driving too, so the reception's, probably.
And I just pulling in my driveway now, which means my signal at home is terrible. So
did you catch that freeze for a second, Marla?
You better stay in your car.
Froze for a second like this.
I still can't see you. Hold on. I'm backing up.
I fucking love us, man.
I got a question for you guys.
What's up?
As soon as I try to go inside, it's just
Okay,
That's the end of
so
it.
I mean, would you guys be interested in bringing like the Savage Ladies of Metal to an event?
Absolutely. That is something that we can definitely discuss. Absolutely.
Okay, well, I'm working on something pretty big in Illinois.
Nice.
And I will let you guys know off air because I don't want to say anything right now.
Right.
But it's going to be pretty badass. It's going to be in around the Danville, Illinois area. So
Who?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's south, I believe,
like,
right? Is that closer to
well,
like
it's
Champaign,
okay.
Urbana?
So Danville, Illinois is close to Champaign.
Oh, Danville. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's like it's like by the University of Illinois, about 30 miles.
Yeah. I just met
don't
somebody
think that's
this
too
morning
far
that's
from
from that
Indiana.
area.
Well, Indianapolis, we're an hour and 10 minutes from downtown.
Okay, well then then I am like maybe 3 hours, 3.5 hours from you.
Right. You live southern Indiana, right? Or
Yeah, I'm about an hour and 10 minutes from Louisville, Kentucky.
oh, okay.
I'm actually 2.5 hours from Indianapolis. Since they put the new Highway 69 in, it cuts my time by 30 minutes.
I want to ride 69.
It's 69.
Only in Indiana.
I'm sorry, that is the best. I would be on 69 all the
time. We are actually, aren't we?
Yeah,
we're on that highway a lot.
Yeah.
So, Fran,
see, I could drive straight from my house to your house on 69.
I want to meet the person who named that highway. I want to shake his hand. Or something. I don't know.
You're from Chicago, right, Fran? That's where you're at?
Yeah. Me and Amy both are.
That's what I
Sad
thought.
thing is, all the Savages are from Illinois except me. I'm in Indiana. So I'm hoping to get some trips up there to Illinois this summer because I was actually just wanting to shoot across because I'm actually 45 minutes from on the Illinois line. For 45 minutes, I can be in Illinois, but it's the southern part. So I could just shoot straight up. I can come to Danville and just shoot straight up to where Fran is and just make a trip out of it, you know?
Well,
circle around, come back.
I mean, from where you live, Marla, and you too, Fran, it's all interstate to Danville.
Yeah.
There's no back roads or any bullshit like that.
And tollways too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, you know, the place that I'm going to have this event is right. I mean, it's just right off the interstate. Actually, you can see it from the interstate.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's got a big outdoor stage. It's massive. The sound is unbelievable. And hello, Matt Yondale. We love and miss you too, little brother. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be badass. I'll explain it later. There's just too much behind the scenes things right now that I can't say.
Right. Still in the works, and
yes, and if it works out, it's going to be you guys will shit when I well, I hope you don't, but I mean, you will.
Well, yeah, I mean, literally, I hope.
But I mean, you'll be floored. You'll be floored if it goes down like I expect it to go down. Then it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's looking like I might be spending a lot of time in Illinois this year.
Yes, you will.
Well, I mean,
Savage's got a lot of cool things planned for this year coming up that we were not going to announce until it's finalized. So, you know, I mean, we are available for appearances. We are available if you want a photo shoot with the Savages. You want, you know, videos, us to be, you know, to be MCs, to be, you know, to show up anywhere. We are available for appearances. This company, you know, the bands, the companies, the booking agents just need to reach out to us, and we will have that discussion when it happens. So, absolutely, yeah, reach out to us whenever you're ready.
Yes, for sure. And I will, like I said, I'll contact you guys a little later after we get done here. But I think you guys will be down for it once I explain what's going on.
Okay.
Well, it sounds exciting already. So.
Yeah. So.
Can't wait to
but
hear
yeah,
more.
Blood of Heroes is not. We haven't played Chicago.
Okay.
I know that sounds surprising.
Wow. Yeah, no, I'm kind of floored on that one. See, you floored me already, and I'm not even there.
Well, we've been close. We've been close. We played just south of there several times, but we've never actually played in Chicago. We've played out around it.
Okay, well, technically, me and Amy, we're both in the we're actually in the burbs, but we're like we're not far. I mean, Chicago's only a hop, skip, and a jump from us, so it's not far. What venues have you played out here?
You've heard of the Looney Bin? I know you have.
Absolutely, Nick. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Top Fuel. We've played the Top Fuel. We've played.
Okay.
What's the big place in Joliet?
In Joliet,
the Forge. The Forge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've also played the Forge. So
yeah, I played there a couple weeks ago.
We've got to Chicago.
Cool place.
Yeah.
Well, you're really close though, so it's still like suburbs of Chicago. So.
Yeah, we were supposed to play Gary,
really
Indiana
cool
one night, and we got up there and we walked in the venue. It's like, where's the sound system at? And the guy was like, it's right there. And I'm like, that looks like my home stereo. He's like, well, that's usually
Gary, Indiana.
Yeah. So, needless to say, we packed back up and we left. You know, we didn't. I mean, it sounds.
All the bands packed up.
Yeah, we all left.
We all left.
But it was just like we can't put our show and production on here with, you know, a home speaker system. Yeah, it was odd. It was the oddest thing
I gotta
ever.
Give a
you know,
quick shout out here, Dean. How are you? Dean is from Australia.
Yeah.
So he's got a band out in Australia. So that's pretty cool.
Man, I'm fuck.
It's good to see you. Hope well too.
Dean has been a faithful follower of the Savages for quite some time. He's been around. He's been hanging out with us for a while.
Yeah. Well, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Right. Let's go to Australia.
Yeah. Right.
I want to play with. I want to fight a kangaroo. I want to box a kangaroo. I'll get my ass kicked, but I want to do it.
It's been on my bucket list, and I've got 2 people that's coming here from Australia. So
that'd be killer.
Oh wow.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We were supposed to play Sweden in 2020, and then the COVID thing pissed it all up.
Oh, what were you guys gonna do in Sweden? Was it a fest?
We were going to run with the band called Methane that's from over there. Which
I know that band. Yeah.
I've heard of them too. I've heard a couple of their songs.
Yeah. So we were talking, you know, and trying to get it all set up for that fall. Mm-hmm. And you know, COVID hit and just fucked everything all up. So So now we're like, you know, what do we do? You know, I mean, we'd love to go back over there and give it a shot, but you know, their COVID restrictions over there.
Yeah, they're a lot worse than we are. Yeah, Europe is a lot stricter than the States.
Yeah, so you know, right now that's on hold. Europe. You know.
Oh, we were talking about Sweden. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
getting my country.
So it's on hold right now. You know, I want to go back before I want to go over there before I retire. You know, shit.
I mean, hopefully you'll get the opportunity again soon. You know. I'm hoping things start opening up a little bit more and we can kind of get back to normal life. It'd be great. So
we've had several shows canceled because of COVID, and you know, it is what it is, and you know, we're thankful for the ones that do come out,
right,
and you know, support the music, because it's you know, it's the live shows are down a little bit right now across the board, you know, and I know people have mixed emotions about everything, and you know, I try not to. I don't get in there and take either side. You know what I'm saying? I'm just ready to get back out and play again. You know, and I know Nick. I know Nick's itching to get back out and play more, and you know, because Nick took some time away from the band for about a year plus, and you know, and when he came back, I was like, dude, this is what we're going to do, and he's like, I'm staying right here. I'm not going nowhere.
100%.
Well, that's good. You've got people with you that are sticking it out, and you know, it's definitely been hard. Especially, I feel like musicians have been hit harder than other people. You know, musicians or anybody working in bars, bartenders, servers, things like that. You know, I'm a musician as well, so yeah, it's affected me too. I ended up doing a 2-piece acoustic thing rather than a full band because it's a lot easier right now. And there's still places that aren't, there's a lot of places around here that have shut down because of it. And it's sad. Yeah. But, you know, I'm kind of doing what I got to do to get by and trying to get shows where I can. But yeah, it's a different world now.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes I even wonder if it's even going to come back to be normal again. But we hope it's going to be close to that anyway.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's like pockets of places, you know, that we've played throughout the Midwest and the southern states, you know, that I don't know. I feel personally, I don't know how Nick feels about it, but I feel personally, especially in the South, like I said earlier, that it's like COVID don't affect them at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's very different. Yeah.
Yeah, they come out like in the bus loads, you know. I mean, there's people just showing up constantly, and it's like, man, you know, why can't we have this back home, you know, closer to home? And I don't know. Illinois, like I said, it's the worst state. I hate a certain person that's our governor. So I'm not a big fan. Not a fan.
You know,
trickster. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
I mean, I had something in my throat, and it's not usual. You know. No shame whatsoever.
Right. Hello, Jenny. How you doing? Hopefully we get to come back to Fort Wayne sometime. I don't know. I mean, right now we've played Fort Wayne so much that we probably saturated our asses up there. And,
Fort Wayne, northern Indiana.
Well, clearly
I mean,
they're not all sick of you, so she wants to come back. I'm sure.
Well, I mean, we'd love to. I mean, it's not that we don't like playing Fort Wayne. It's just we played so many times there during this COVID stuff, and
there's Chad's reply.
Yeah, of course, you know, Chad will play the Walmart parking lot. Actually, Chad will play in the men's bathroom if we set a show up in there at Walmart.
That's great.
Yeah, but no, I mean, you know,
right?
we've done so much in Fort Wayne, and it's not like we don't like playing there, which we do. It's just sometimes you play a place so much that you can oversaturate.
You get burnt out.
You know. Yeah. So
well, it can be hard too to really get a draw.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, wait, they'll be here next month again. I can't make this one, you know.
Right.
And it can get hard to get people out to every show when you're playing there so often.
Right.
You know?
I do know that there's a couple things that I'm hearing about that we might be playing up there with a couple nationals. So if it happens, then it'll be posted, you know, and it'll be you know, it'll be well attended. I know that for sure, because the Fort Wayne people, when there's a national in town, I mean, they really come out. So.
And you know what? I need to get there. I've only been there one time because Fort Wayne's north from me, and I'm in the lower south. So it's about 4.5 hours to Fort Wayne from me, be it 1 to Ohio, 1 to Louisville, 3 to Ohio. So, but it's like picking a weekend to go because there's so many bands there every single weekend, and a lot of people, Mantra and Mort, or people from Michigan, they're hitting that northern scene in Indiana, and it's like I almost wish I lived back in Indianapolis because that puts me in the middle of Indiana to where I can shoot over to Ohio, north, south, you know, and I can be in that. But unfortunately, I don't.
Well, we're playing in Newport, Kentucky next Saturday, this coming Saturday.
Yep.
Is that at the Revival House?
That we're doing that one May 6th.
May 6th.
Hallelujah.
This one's called the Thompson House in Newport, which they're like a few blocks away.
Yeah. There's a Thompson in Ohio. Then there's a Thompson in Newport. Yeah, I really like that place. It sits close to the Ohio River up on the hill.
Yes.
And that's about 2 hours and 50 minutes from me. So I might be able to get that one.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're only talking maybe 2 hours from you probably to that venue.
Well, it's pretty close to Cincinnati. So that venue is about, it's 3 hours to get to Cincy. So it's like maybe 2 hours and 45 minutes, something like that. It's really close.
Yeah. We have a lot of people down there that come out and support us down in that area, in the Cincy area. So.
Oh, yeah. That's my second home, Cincinnati. That's where I'm at all the time.
Yeah, it seems like when we play Ohio, we do pretty decent. But man, when we cross over that river and play Kentucky, it's another game.
Oh yeah,
like it's a
whole
other story.
Yep.
Yeah. And the scene down there. I mean, we've played a couple. What was that? Peacocks. We played Peacocks. We opened up for Saliva a couple years ago, and the place was just so packed. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's one place I haven't been.
Yeah, so we played there again what was it, November? I think it was November, wasn't it? Yeah, we played there in November, and another banging show, man. I mean, I don't know what it is. Like I said, those southern states, they come out and they support, and it's it's just crazy, man. The difference in like an hour and a half to 2 hour drive
is gonna make.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy that the support is unreal, in a small distance like that.
So yeah, you guys have played with a lot of really good bands, a lot of well-known bands. Are there any bands you guys want to play with, hopefully in the future?
Well, we're opening up for Power Man 5000. March.
These guys are crazy, 24th. Man. I've seen them a couple of times. They're a lot of fun. I love them.
They played my festival back in 2015 with the Butcher Babies, but we're opening up for them March 24th in Battle Creek, Michigan.
Killer.
And so
I know they're so bad.
Yeah, that place is the shit. I'm telling you right now.
There's so many bands out of Lansing, Michigan. They all are at Battle. Yeah.
There's a lot of bands from the Chicago area that go up to Battle Creek, Michigan, and play too. So.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's just a straight shot over from Chicago for the most part. I mean,
yeah, it's only a couple hours. It's nothing. It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, it's
about like 5 or 6 hours. About 6 hours for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that venue is like the shit. When you walk in, then you start looking around. It's like two sides of the walls, like inside the building. So you take the two long walls, and it's like a big chalkboard, and every band that's played there has signed it.
That's cool. Kind of like where you practicing? Oh my god, I should know this. Where you practicing? Huh?
Yeah, it's Ranger.
Ranger Studio.
Ranger now.
Yeah, the Ranger Studio. They have like a 30-foot wall with a lot of famous names because Ranger Studio has been around for about 50 years. And and they have a lot of big names on there. And about a year and a half ago, they're like, we want the first Savage to sign this board. It was the first time I signed LaSavage, and it was the worst handwriting.
I remember we were talking about this. You're like, I don't really have my signature down for this.
Yeah, I didn't have it down yet. I really haven't practiced, but okay.
Yeah.
But it's
I know.
It's really cool too. I've played it some. Go ahead.
You know Kelly that runs Penny Road, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. Penny Road is now shut down. They actually the last weekend was the end of January.
Really? Because we were there a lot. That's how I knew about Penny Road. For Fran was from you and Amy.
That was where that's where we started booking our first shows, because me and Amy, literally, I mean, as you guys know, we live here in the Chicago area. We live 20 minutes from Penny Road. We grew up here, and I've been a bartender in the local scene for 20 years up until a year ago, and I finally walked away. And,
me and
so that was the after party place, because it was a 4 a.m. bar. So so you had all the drunks who were just bar hopping, and then you had all the bartenders and servers who would head there after work because that was the only place open. So I mean, there was a lot.
One of my first shows when I was 17 was at Penny Road. So a lot of memories there.
So was it because of COVID?
Somebody buys it and reopens it.
No, the owner who had it for 40 plus years, he actually sold it. I don't remember the guy's name, but he sold it to a gentleman about 5-6 years ago. And I heard from back then that he planned on just having it open in a couple of years to see how it goes. And then he was going to sell the property, because the property was worth a lot more than the building, because they have like 5 acres, 4 or 5 acres. And the acreage out there in that area goes for 250K easily, if not more.
Wow.
So, and he was sitting on about 4 acres minimum right there. You're sitting on $1 million.
Yeah.
And and he reduced the prices of drinks, took away sales. He cut the hours back, and it destroyed the business, because the majority of his money was after hours. He literally shut that business down on purpose, but I get it in the end, because it comes down to this.
Yeah.
He knew where the money was, and it was on the property, not the bar.
Yeah.
They officially shut down, and they had a really killer blowout, which I wasn't able to make it to because I already had other shows that I was making appearances at. So I missed a lot of it, but I mean, it was home. It still hurts to know that piece that we grew up with is gone, because it's been there for 50 years, And even though they had a really small stage, and the crappiest system. Even though Scott was running this, Scott was running the system, and he's a really cool guy, really nice guy. It's not his fault with the own, what they have for the wiring system and shit like that. It just wasn't the greatest. So
yeah, I know. I
a lot of bands didn't want to play there.
I was, I've been friends with Kelly for a long time, and
she's a sweetheart. I like her.
Yeah, even back when I was in my other band, and we tried to get something going a couple times with Bloody Heroes and Black Market Democracy up there.
Mm.
We tried to get a show going with them, and we had something lined up, and then boom, here's COVID again.
Yeah,
so we just never went back to it. So
right,
yeah,
I'm sure we'll play Chicago at some point. But, it has to make sense for us first and foremost. And,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Chicago, to me, personally, just because I've played there so many times in my life, it's the toughest market in the United States of America.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
It's hard to break in because, in their eyes, they've seen it all,
Right.
I mean, you go back to the 80s when Trouble was there. You remember the band Trouble?
Here.
Yeah.
There was Trouble, and then of course Disturbed, and
right.
They just had this long history of great metal bands coming out of there,
mm-hmm.
and
Osiris from there.
Born of Osiris is from there too. So I mean, there's just so many bands, and guys like us that are a good regional band. It's hard for us to come in there and impress people, man, because they've already been impressed.
Right.
So
did you guys ever play Penny?
We were going to with Black Market, and it got canceled because of COVID.
COVID happened, and
it sucks,
right,
man.
Guys, I gotta jump off
Penny was a staple.
At work.
Yeah, it's all good. Amy,
I gotta get going because I gotta be at work. I just wanted to jump in for a little bit at least and say hi, and so.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Amy.
You too, and I'm sure we'll all be in touch. Let us know what you got going on, and it's great talking to you guys.
We'll definitely get you guys to my big show in Danville. You guys will.
Absolutely, that sounds awesome. So
it's going to be a big one, and you guys will have a blast because this place is amazing. I mean, it'll blow your mind. Even you guys from the Chicago area, you come down, you're going to be like, holy fuck, this place is the shit.
Nice.
Well, I'm game.
I'm looking forward to it.
I love seeing new places and new venues because we're stuck in the burbs a lot because of our schedules and our lives.
We'll plan it out.
All right, Amy. We'll talk later, hon. You take care.
All right. Take care.
But that would have been, if you guys would have made it, I would definitely have gone out because I know, I know who you guys are. Generally, I just never seen you play. So if you guys would have came out to Penny, that'd be cool. But the rumors always fly around. I heard from so many people 5 years ago that was going to happen with Penny, and then it did. But I don't know how much of it is legit true. But Kelly herself, though, she was really cool. She loved working with us. She was really cool, very lenient. And I hope she finds another bar to go to because she's an absolute sweetheart.
Yeah, I do too. Because she works hard, and that's one thing in our music industry is to find somebody and people like that, that do work hard.
Right. They don't just work by the hour. They do it because they love it.
Yeah. There was another place we played in Pennsylvania. It was called the Border Bar up there by Scranton. And man, I'm going to tell you what, that's another area that is big when it comes to heavy metal music. I mean, they come and support the shit out of those local bands. Mm-hmm. And we got invited out there. What was it? Threat Point?
I think it was Threat Point.
Yeah. Threat Point. They did a CD release out there, and they wanted us to come and play in front of them. And I'm going to tell you what, man, that show, that particular night was unbelievable. I mean, actually the ladies took over the front of the stage. They pushed all the guys out. Yeah. I mean, they come up there and they pushed all the guys out, and they were up there just slamming the whole time we played. And then after we got done playing, I ended up having some moonshine. We stopped along the way.
We had fun.
Yeah. So
the ladies kicked your ass and you needed a drink. I get it.
Well, funny. I got a funny story. So we stopped at this place, this distillery on the way there. It's like, oh fuck, there's a moonshine distillery. So we stopped.
I would do the same shit.
So after we got done playing, we were loading our trailer up, and I got our bottles of moonshine out and we started passing around, drinking, and all those girls that were down there in front of that stage all came to the back of our trailer. And I guess they do this all the time. We didn't know nothing about this, man. So they got these guys all lined up down in front of our trailer, and they said, guys, drop them. And we're all looking at each other like, what the fuck? They're like, yeah, you guys don't know about this? Know about what? They're like, oh, hey, we have a hairy ass crack contest out here.
Sorry.
And I said, what? And they're like, oh, yeah, we do a hairy ass crack contest out here. They had 8 guys fucking lined up.
Big guys.
And judging their fucking hairy ass cracks, man. I mean, they fucking, dude, hey, it was the funniest fucking shit we ever seen. It was fucking bizarre.
It was fun.
That's funny as hell.
Was you guys like 2 of the 6?
We didn't participate in the hairy ass crack contest.
We just watched.
We would have lost.
You know, dingleberries can be considered dreads these days.
Well, true. But you know, the funniest part, man, was the guy that actually won the contest wasn't even there for the show. Yeah. He just come fucking out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I swear he come down out of the mountains, man. I swear he did. And he comes down there and he's just sitting there laughing. He goes there and he gets at the end of the line and pulls his pants down, and they're like, definite winner. It's like, this guy has no ass at all. It's just all hair.
It's just all gorilla hair bursting out of the seam.
Yeah. You see no cheek. There was no cheek at all. Funny as shit.
You know what?
But they were fun.
I wouldn't even leave a bar like that. I would be like, you know what? I don't know what to think, but I want to see what happens next.
Well, the sad thing of it is, you know, John Barkey was the guy that ran that place out there, and man, what a great guy, man. I mean, goddamn, he was an amazing dude, and you know, COVID took the bar away from him, of course, unfortunately. And when we got done playing, he came up to me and he said, hey, I need to see you after you get your stuff loaded. And I was like, oh shit, what did I do? You know, I thought maybe, you know, because some places they don't like you to say the F word on stage.
Yeah.
And they enforce it. And I said it a lot that night. You know?
That stage.
Yeah. So I said, I got a potty mouth when I'm on stage, unfortunately. And
off.
Yeah. So you know, and I was like, okay, you know, and so I went and looked him up. He goes, come back here in my office. And he was all stern with me, man. So I thought I was in big ass trouble, right? So he goes, I want you to sit over there. I'm like, all right. So I sat down and he's like, I want to tell you something, man. I said, what's that? He's like, I've never had a band come in my bar and tear my bar a new ass like you did tonight. You have got my fucking bar buzzing from fucking front door to back door. This place is fucking crazy about you guys. He goes, and I'm going to extend it and offer to you guys. I want you guys to book. I want 3 shows a year from you guys starting right now. And that was in 2019, 2020 hits. Here we are. We got COVID. The guy that owned the bar came in, told John, he's like, I got to close the doors, man. And lost it. He lost the bar. And that was one of the bars that we were looking forward to playing again just because of the atmosphere, you know.
We played there twice, didn't we?
I don't, maybe. Yes. So, you know, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better scene, a better crowd, better promoter. It was just, you know, to me, those things are lost right now. You know, a lot of these owners, and I hope none of them's listening to me right now, but you know, my biggest thing with these people are, you come in, you let these cover bands come in, you pay them $1,500 no matter how many people they draw. But you got bands like us out here fighting just to make friends with people. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a shit about the money. We just want to be friends, right?
Want to play,
So if you ask them for $100 for fuel money, they freak out like, oh my God, you guys are killing me. I'm like, well, wait a minute. We've got the same crowd as the cover band or tribute band that you just had, and you guaranteed them $1,500 and we can't get $100 out of you. You know what I'm saying?
1,500 or even more than that.
I mean, it's just you know, yeah, I know you hyped that band up. I know there was a Metallica tribute band in house, and they packed the bar, and you guaranteed them $1,500. But we've done the same thing in a lot of places, and you get yeah, and we might have got $50.
Yeah, most of the money we make out here is from merchandise, selling T-shirts and CDs and hats, beanies. I mean, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and you know what? That's what I do in world metal scene and stuff like that. Is what some people don't realize is, first of all, there's a lot of bands out there, and people that are like you were talking about. You want to meet friends, and people want to play, and people want to be heard compared to these other bands. And you know, pushing the merch and the shirts and things like that is kind of like what I was doing for the longest time in world metal scene, because a lot of bands don't make a lot of money, and they depend on that merch for their travels to get those sales, to get it from place to place.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do know. I mean, you are right. Definitely, you know, the cover bands definitely have. As you know, the Savages, we represent all music. We're not picking sides. We don't listen to who's fighting with who and who doesn't like who and yada yada. I don't listen to that bullshit. I want to hear it. It's not my fight, not my circus, not my monkey. Not dealing with it. You know, we stand very firm on everything, but we don't pick sides on genres either. You know, but you are right. You know, the cover bands, yeah, they all have their sets. Some of them are more than that. You know, we have cover bands, and I'm not naming names because I've looked into this already, who want 3,000 to 5,000.
Yes.
You know, and even if they pack in a house, and even if they bring in 300 people and you charge $10 a head, you're still at a financial loss.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's like, well, you know, I don't own my own venue, so I'm not making the money up in liquor. You know, there's, you know, but I've also seen there's not a whole lot, but I'd say from what I've seen already, because we are always trying to do shows here and there, we're trying to spread it out. But there are some bands that are original, that are metal, thrash, death, and you know, who still want $500 to $700, and they're right here in Chicago. You know, and I'm like, you know, and I feel bad. It's like, dude, I would love to have you guys on the stage. And I'm like, but that still becomes a financial loss for me because you're bringing in, you know, depending on the band. I'm just pulling numbers here, so I'm not trying to offend you know, like if you're only bringing 15 to 20 people and I'm charging $8 a head, maybe 10, and which you don't want to push too much with an original, you know, you want, because they're not as known, you know, you're still at a complete financial loss, and then you're in the hole, and it's like, you know, it's not an offensive thing to the bands, and I feel bad. It's like, dude, I would love to have you guys play my stage, you know, but at the same time, I can't put myself in a hole, you know, because, you know, besides that, I'm a single mom, you know, it's like, I got shit I got to pay too, you know, and I get it, you know, and I really do get it, and I wish we could do so much more, you know, if we could have 2 shows a month, I fucking love it, you know, but between life,
I mean, I've got some of my best friends in life are in cover bands, you know, and I support them, and they come and support me, you know, and we talk about this a lot. And, you know, my point is I just wish that the promoters and the people that own their business would promote, you know, bands like us a little bit more.
Agreed.
You know what I'm
Agreed.
Just a little bit.
They really don't. I agree. I've seen that. If it's if it's a band they personally book, they'll promote the shit out of it.
Yeah.
You know? But if you reach out to them, they're not going to put it up there.
No.
I know. We've
it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's, you know,
we've been through it a lot.
It's like it's like they're still bringing business to your bar one way or another, and you're telling me you can't promote them because you've never heard of them. You know, it sucks, but even there's nothing you can do when you're on the outside, and it really sucks. And I feel so bad for you guys, because so many bands deserve so much more credit than they're given. You know,
absolutely.
You know, and it drives me nuts. And I would love to have you guys on a Savage stage if you're willing to come out this way.
You bring we'll bring our ass up there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I am. You know, I mean, we have some things that are already planned in a few months, but it's been a couple months since we've done an original, and I want to do that. I want to get an original. I want to have an original band night, and I haven't decided when yet. I'm hoping probably within the next 2 months or so. You know, proper promotions. Got to find the location. You know, but I'm hoping within the next couple of months. I want to do a thrash set. So.
Oh, okay.
If you know, not anything. You know, I mean, if you guys are more hard rock, you know. Not, you know, it depends.
We're more metal.
Yeah, groove.
Which, you know what, and that still works though. That still works. You know, if you're heavy enough, because the more the rock side, I don't want to mix with thrash,
Yeah. I mean, if you like Pantera, Lamb of God, a little bit of Cold Chamber mixed in there a little bit, that's
right.
what we are.
You guys still have crunch, absolutely, and you guys would be perfect to still bring it on that list and get you on that venue. So definitely would like to talk to you guys also if you want regarding that, because I'm in the works of picking where I want to do this show, and I want to get it done within the next few months.
I think from what I've been seeing up that way, there's the West Side Social Club seems to be doing well.
The WC Social, that's an actual venue. It's not a bar. It is an actual venue, and it's a really
all right. I've just seen pictures and people talking about it, so I've never been there, so I know nothing about it.
Our latest show that the Savages threw was actually there on January 27th, and Amy was one of our singers. She does an acoustic, and she was like that perfect middle band, so it was very minimal interference with changeover. It was beautiful.
Right.
But yeah, WC Social is a gorgeous venue, killer sound system. They are on their shit. It's not just a small bar that doesn't want to redo everything and rewire shit, So WC Social, Chris is on his shit. Chris is one of the owners, and it's a beautiful place to go, And
I'd say, that's one that we target. That's one that we want to target. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. So, they definitely got a killer sound system. Absolutely. Their shit is on point and up to date. So the WC is a really good place. And from where I'm at, it's about a 30-minute drive. It's not far. It's in West Chicago, obviously.
Isn't there another place in like Lombard or something like that? Or
that would be the Brower House. Yes.
That's it. That's the other one.
Yes. Well, we are very much involved with the Brower House as well as Rebel Radio. And as everyone knows, we're partners with Rebel Radio. Scott Davidson is an incredible guy. He's a killer host on every level, and I'm there every Monday for Metal Bingo. So it's
oh wow,
yeah. It's there's appearances. We collaborate a lot, and we got something really killer that we're joining. That we're coming together and that I thought of. And he said, as I said, we got some really cool shit that the Savages are doing this year. That is something new, and the talks have begun. But Brower House is awesome. They have the actual bar itself, which is still really cool. They have phenomenal food. They have a small stage, for a small set. But for big killer shows, they have the actual venue attached to it. And that venue, I think, if I remember correctly, can hold about 800 or 900 people. Killer sound system, killer light show, awesome bartenders, awesome food. Definitely a killer place to be. I actually have to be there tonight at 5:00. Yeah. I have a little something.
We're going to have to send you some Bloody Heroes merch so you can start sporting some Bloody Heroes merch up that way.
I'm definitely game for repping, man. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
So let's see. So who writes your music?
Well, it's a process. Okay.
Okay.
So what happens is usually the guitar players come up with the guitar riffs, right? First and foremost, for the most part.
Right.
And then Nick gets involved here on the drums and programs, the drums that he wants to play to the riffs. And so the song starts building structure, and I let these guys work all that stuff out. And then they bring it to me, and then I look at it, and if I say, oh, maybe we should do a halftime here, or maybe a mid break here, or, something like that, I will help with the structures too. That's how the Bloody Heroes album came about. You know what I'm saying? They provided the music. Mm-hmm. I help with the structure. And then when the structures get solid, I start writing lyrics to it.
Yeah. And then the final details go in with like the small background noises and things in between songs.
Yeah.
That stuff was done actually by my brother as well on that Blood of Heroes album.
So what inspires you to write the music? I mean, besides the riffs, like what?
Well, I mean, when it comes to me, I'm not much of a storyteller. I like realism, and I write most of my lyrics about real circumstances, whether it be me or somebody else. I think it adds a little bit more to the songs because, there's people out there that can relate to a certain song, you know what I'm saying? And when Symbolic Voices came out, there were so many people that said, "Oh my God, I just love this song. I can relate to this song
which
so
is
much."
which is the link that I have next to the band's name on the banner on the bottom. That is the link to that song. Yeah, it's a killer song.
Yes. So I mean, that's pretty much how everything develops. Sometimes, like when we go to the studio, like if you have a pro, professional in there, he'll give his opinion. He'll be like, wait a minute, man. Maybe we should bump this a little longer, or maybe we should start the mid break at a different spot, or hey man, that guitar solo needs a little bit more spice to it. So the producer also has a little bit of input, as far as developing the song as well. So
interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell him he's doing a killer job. It's working.
Yeah, I mean, we love Paul Schluter up in Megatone Studios in Madison, Wisconsin. He's the one that produced that particular album there, and he also produced an album that I was involved in a different band. So I just went back to where I know what's going to work and I know it's going to sound good. But this new guy that we're talking to, the one I told you earlier, his name's Eric. He works at the studios in Bloomington. It was kind of like from Dark Star Records. I don't know if you've heard of Dark Star Records or not, but
sounds familiar.
Yeah. So Lloyd Freeze, which lives up in the Chicago area, Lloyd's like, hey, I want you to give this guy a chance. I want you to go to his studio and just do 2 songs. Just go do 2 songs and let's see what happens. And I'm like, all right, cool. So that's why that, all came about.
That's cool. Yeah. I mean, I definitely know who he is, but the records sounded familiar, but once you said his name, I'm like, yes, I know that name.
Yeah. Lloyd's a good dude, man. He's been real helpful the last 6 months in our journey here. So we've got a lot of cool shit coming. In fact, he was the one that's inspired the website. So Drake, Drake Mephisto that's from up there?
No, I don't think so.
I can't remember what the name of if I could remember the name of the band, which I can't off the top of my head right now, but if I said that band, you'd be like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I know that band. But
yeah, sometimes I know the name and not the band, or vice versa. You never know.
Well, he's the guy that's designing our website, and he just finished Blackie Lawless's website from Wasp.
Okay.
So if you
yeah, Wasp is coming. You see that?
So if you go to that page,
that
new website, that was done by Drake. And he's the guy that's also doing our new website.
Killer.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of cool shit coming, man. It's going to be really, we're excited.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, dude. I'm happy for you guys, man. Keep that shit going. Other than your webpage getting hacked, own that shit. Take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're going to gouge their eyeballs out.
Can I hold the eyelids?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I want to show you guys something. You guys are going to get a kick out of this. Amy sent me this. I'm still going to show it. I have no shame. I swear to God.
Yeah, right, we don't need it. So go ahead.
I see. There you go.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
I don't know what made me do that expression, but that was beautiful.
I know, I mean, it's crazy because it almost looks like you're like a Chinese woman a little bit.
When I laugh, I look like a Chinese. Every time I smile, I go, I don't know why. When I smile, I go cross-eyed when I look at cameras. I don't know why. I go cross-eyed, and then one eye becomes bigger than the other. It's like
talking about Highway 69.
Yeah.
That is too funny. Yeah, 69.
Well, I think I want to make a shirt that says Highway 69.
I can imagine what my face would look like on Highway 69, bouncing up and down.
That's funny stuff. Well, they probably have them at the Love's truck stops anyway.
Well, I was going to say, yeah. Yeah, I'd love to have a Highway 69 shirt.
Yeah. Okay, that's too funny. All right, so I want to have some fun with you guys and ask you guys some fun questions.
Sure.
All right. The game? All right,
absolutely.
cool. Let's see. Now, there's other business questions I could ask you, but we've been having fun, and I do got the meeting to get ready for it eventually.
Yeah, so we enjoy it. We enjoy it.
All right. So, what is your most useless talent?
Oh my God. Nick, you go first.
Most useless talent.
Yes.
I can belly roll. And I can wiggle my ears. That's about it.
And you can wiggle
Everything
your what?
I can wiggle my ears.
Okay, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, if you could blow smoke out of them, man, you'd be famous, bro.
Right? And what about you?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say probably that's a good one, man, because I've never really ever thought about that before. Nobody's ever asked me that ever in my life, not even in school.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I've been asked that, honestly.
I'd say probably I really enjoy playing golf, and I am the fucking worst player you will ever see on the golf course. So I'd say that's probably my worst fucking talent. I mean, I do make a comedy out of it. Don't get me wrong. It's comical to be with me on the golf course. Trust me. I mean, Dorfon Golf ain't got nothing on me on the golf course.
That is funny as well. Marla, you got one?
I do. I'm going to go ahead and ask this one because this one is normally what I would ask a full band, but here it goes. Okay. I am dropping you off on an island. Okay. I give you a jam box with batteries. Each one of you have to pick what album you would like to hear for a week other than your own. But what would be the third thing that you would take on that island? Now think about it. You are on a tropical island.
So do I have to give you a list of 3 things I would take?
No, you already have this jam box with the batteries. You just have to pick what one album you would take with you. You have to have to be an album. And then you just pick some random thing that you would take with you if you're stranded on an island for a week.
Okay. I would definitely listen to Sabotage Power of the Night for a week. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
I would say my third pick probably would be I'd say a fucking boatload of
I thought you were supposed to say a blow-up doll.
Well, I can't. Well, I mean, I don't want to make it like really naughty and shit.
If he had a boatload of blow-up dolls, man, that motherfucker's gonna be turned to hell by the time the week is over.
No, that's too fake for me, man. That's too fake. That's too fake. I don't know. I mean, I've got to eat, first and foremost, I've got to fucking eat. So I don't know if the island that I'm going to be on is going to have fucking food or not.
Well, you got pineapple, you got coconut.
Maybe. I mean,
fish,
maybe.
shark,
I mean, the fucking maybe the monkeys and shit have already ate all that shit, and the fucking Aborigines and fucking all the tribes and stuff. They'll probably kill me. So I got to take something with me, man. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna have a boatload of fucking fillets.
Oh, okay. What about you, Nick?
So the album would be Slipknot's self-titled album, by far my favorite band. And my third thing would be a sleeping bag.
Fucking sleeping bag.
I ain't gonna cover us one way to get
but you know what?
The funny Rich is gonna eat good.
I'm gonna eat fucking real good.
I'll help him eat. He sleep on the sand.
Actually, you probably sleep in the same sleeping bag.
Oh no.
I keep your little skinny ass warm, buddy.
Oh, that's great.
But this kid, hey, trust me, this kid could fucking sleep anywhere, man. He could. I'm serious. He could sleep in the Love's men's bathroom fucking all fucking day long. He could sleep on the fucking sink and go right to sleep. I promise you.
Then that's why I chose the sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's see. I got so many questions. I just got to try to pick one. If you could choose one song as an entry song for the rest of your life, every time you walked in a room, what would it be?
Oh man, God, I like so many.
I got this. Mine's gonna be John Cena's intro.
Oh hell yeah!
It's like, "Watch on!" And it, that's it.
That's fucking
Then
gay,
there's
man.
me. Then there's me. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my God, dude. I would say probably Electric Eye by Judas Priest.
Oof, yeah, killer song. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Marla, how about
Mine
you?
would be Stranglehold.
Marla, how about you? What would your entry song be?
Stranglehold by Ted Nugent.
Yeah,
Good song. That's a damn good song.
mine would be Eye of the Tiger. Just
No
an
shit.
it's-
I can see you.
That's not a Tom
it's
Cruise
like-
thing, is it?
You what?
That's not a Tom Cruise thing, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay. Just checking.
It's Rocky, man. Eye of the Tiger.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I was twisting that on you on purpose just to see if you knew.
Oh, fuck yeah. Of course I did. Hello.
All right.
I'm not
Cool.
stoned yet. That's later. Marla, you got any more?
No, you go ahead because I know you had a couple more than I did. So
I got a lot, but I'm not going to go. I got a shit ton. Like, literally, I got pages of shit. Some really good fucking questions. But some of them are a lot of fun, so I tend to repeat myself.
It's all good.
Uh-huh. All right. If you had one day left to live, who would you spend it with and what would you do?
oh,
Man. That's
She's
probably,
like, pick me.
man, that's probably the toughest of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's real tough, actually.
I mean, God damn, I wish you wouldn't ask me that.
Can we make it two people?
Nobody get offended if they narrow it down to one. I put him on the spot.
Well, I'm probably gonna say my dad, just because, you know, I'm lucky to still have my father. My father's 77 years old now, and
blessings.
You know what I'm saying? And all of his brothers are gone. His sister's gone. I mean, he's the last one. He's the king of the castle. I'm just gonna have to go with my dad. And no offense to anybody else, but that's just my pick, you know. And
Absolutely.
You know, you never know when it's going to be the last time, and you know,
Yeah.
I'd rather spend it with the king of the castle.
You know, no matter how mad I am at my parents are both still alive and in their early 70s. No matter how much they piss me off, or more reverse, I piss them off. No matter if we're fighting, if I walk out that door, I make sure the last words I say to them are "I love you." Even if I say I'm done with this shit and I'm ready to slam the door, I'll scream "I love you" before I slam the door.
Right. And Nick, you're going next, and it's not your cat.
Well, I think it would be my Papa Dave, just because he means so much to me. He's been a real inspiration. He's been having a lot of health issues recently, so I would like to take him on a journey across the U.S. to any state that he hasn't been to. I feel like that would be something real meaningful for him.
It's noble. Hell yeah.
Chad, you don't get no say so in this one, bud. Damn, stick that coffee up your ass, boy.
You know what? I'm glad that Chad is still participating one way or another instead of hearing his voice behind the flashing glow.
Well, like I said, we'll do this again in September, man.
Absolutely,
We can all of us sit there and
We'll have a camera.
We'll have a camera.
We'll have a camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
we'll have
Chad-
some more cool questions for you.
Well,
Yeah.
let me say one more thing. And this is something Chad will do for you guys. He will wear a pair of Speedos that are 3 times smaller than what they should be for you.
In.
Yeah.
All right.
Give
I
it
wanna
up for
see
Chad.
this.
Yeah. Woo, woo, woo.
He said easy rich.
Easy, Rich.
That's fucking great.
We
All
love
right.
you, Chad.
I am going to ask like 2 more questions. It's just so hard for me to narrow it down. There's so many fun questions I can ask. Let's see. How would you find a needle in a haystack?
Oh shit. Well, you know, I've got a little bit of a sixth sense, so I would say
bring it.
I already have my answer. I'll let Rich go.
If you have yours, go ahead.
A really strong magnet.
Oh fuck.
Chad said he's cutting back on the Speedos.
There you go. That's how we'd find a needle in a haystack.
Oh,
that's
shit.
it. We'll use Chad's fucking 3. We'll use Chad's Speedos, man. The fuckers will find anything.
Oh, that's great.
They will find a Chinese fat chick, I promise you.
Oh, goodness.
We got a story about that, but we'll tell you later.
Oh, that's funny as hell. Let's see. There's so many questions. All right, I'm gonna find one more, and then we're gonna go ahead and shut this and close this out. It's been a lot of fun. I definitely look forward to the next interview.
Marla, you had another question, didn't you?
Well, I have a lot going in my head now since you talked about Speedos.
Oh well, shit, do it. Jump it. Let's hear it.
God,
see, now we got Marla back. She's like, in.
Yeah. Now, Chad.
Okay, let me do this. I don't know if I could do this. You can cut me off, friend, if I can. Okay, if I am in like a show and I'm in a crowd of 200 people or however many people, and you spotted me in the crowd, and you came up to me, what would be your pickup line?
Oh, that's fine.
Pickup line. See, that's okay. Let me tell you a little something about me. I don't know about Nick personally. I've never used pickup lines in my life, ever. And I don't know why. I just never have. I never believed in it because I'm the type of person that if I'm attracted to somebody, it's going to come natural.
It's mostly guys.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't approach women like that. I never have, and I look at it like if I can't be your friend first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? I am not going to sit there and hit on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean, I know people do it all the time. I hear shit. I've been
yeah.
I've been in clubs.
I'll be like, here we go. See ya.
So much. Yeah, and I've listened to so much fucking bullshit, man. I'm like, why can't you just be yourself? You know, why use a pickup line? Because if that person doesn't like you for yourself, it doesn't matter anyway. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if there's a pickup line or not. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes those pickup lines, they'll look at
That's
you
the
like.
way it should be. That's the way it should be.
Right.
Yeah. So Nick, what you got, man?
Well, I normally don't really walk up to any women. Honestly, after a show, I usually just kind of sit behind the merch booth and kind of, I don't know. I like to stay by myself. I don't know. I just like to go put on a show and then get back to the business side of it, because most of the time, I mean, we meet people in 6 states away or something, and right there, that's the number one cause of a bad relationship is if your distance too long. So I just don't even really try.
We get tagged, us musicians. We get tagged for those bad guys that sleep with all these women all the time, and they've been with this person, they've been with that person, which I'm going to tell you right now, that's a lie. Now there's other people out there that's all they care about.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of bands like that.
I mean, there's a lot of bands that, but when we get done, we're done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll mingle with people.
We'll go out and drink a few, but we're not going to.
And that's what it should be, is mingling with people. I mean, I've had guys just come up to me with the craziest stuff, but then I have guys that come up to me just want to get to know me, be my friend, because I'm a nice person, or I'm in the music scene, or I have that vibe, and that's what it should be about. Because you're right, because it makes it look it can make it look bad for other people.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we just don't want to be tagged as one of those guys that are, hey man, that's all them guys care about, man. That's all they want.
We want to be real professional.
Right. Mad respect for that. Thank you for being, I wouldn't say one of the few, because I know there are a lot out there, but there are a lot that are just.
But you would come and talk to me, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I talk to you when I
just open that door.
I know you do.
Yeah. I mean, I treat everybody.
Yeah,
I mean, I treat everybody the same. I'm a goofy ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I say the dumbest off the wall shit, do the dumbest shit.
Same.
You
But
are.
you know what?
You came up to me and we started talking like you knew me, and you instantly become friends, and you instantly, make that, you have that.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's a two-step process. You're a rock star on the stage, but you're a real person off the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't know how to shut that off.
Yeah.
And that shit drives me crazy. And it makes me not want to be around that person when they can't shut it off.
They're too full of themselves.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I know a shit ton of them, trust me.
Oh, yeah. And there's a lot.
Oh, don't think we don't either. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
this into things we do.
I mean, we still do goofy things and shit when we're off the stage, but we don't carry that rock star mentality with us. We leave it on the stage. We shut it off. You know what I'm saying? And there's a difference, and some people get it and some people don't, and I've been called arrogant before, and I and all kinds of different names. And I'm like, well, obviously this person doesn't know me.
Right.
I am the most confident motherfucker. I'll promise you that. But I'm not.
The people who don't know you are the ones who talk the most shit and just talk shit to other people and just run their mouth thinking, oh, this person, this. Women go through the same shit. I mean, God knows, all the time. There's always other women. There's so many women who are siding with the savages, saying thank you for not being one of those girls that are doing this for the wrong reasons. And then the ones that are jealous or just have I don't know what the fuck runs through half their heads are the ones, and just like the guys, they just run their mouth, talk shit because they act like their shit don't stink, but because they can't find nothing on you, they're going to try to bash you. They're going to try to talk shit about you. And we get people to look down on you and look the other way. It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
And what I keep on? I just smile. Ha! Watch me now, bitch.
Yeah. Right. So, I mean, there's, certain levels of success, you know what I'm saying? And being professional is at the top for me. And I know it is for Nick, because we've talked about it before. So, you got to carry yourself as a professional, when you're out there. And because if you don't, you can fall apart quick.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. You got to stay strong. You got to stay on both feet at all times.
Yeah.
No.
So,
Nico.
All right. So I got another question for you guys. One more before we go ahead and close this out.
Yeah.
If you can give advice to your 15-year-old self regarding the music scene, what would it be?
Good one.
I mean, I've had this conversation with many that are that age, and I mean many. And the best advice that I could give is don't let anybody tell you can't do something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let anybody tell you you're not good enough, because I was told that a shit ton.
Yeah.
And take that and turn that into a positive. Use that for fuel to prove these people wrong.
Yep. Just keep feeding that fire and let it grow.
I mean, I played guitar when I first became a musician, okay? And I was not that good at it. And I was like playing in a band, packing bars, playing cover music. And I'm like, I know they're not here for my playing style, because I'm not, and it was because of the songs, right?
Right.
But I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. And I decided I wanted to be a vocalist. And I started, writing music with different people, and even in my hometown, it's like, well, you can't do original music here. Nobody's gonna come and see you guys. Nobody cares, And I'm like, well, what if I could change that? What if I could do something in my music scene to change that, to bring original music to our hometown, and see, and make a difference, and I started that in 2001, a band called Boomslang, and I ran it for 14 years. We opened up for Jackal in 2008.
Killer.
Sold out arena, 4,500 people at the David S. Palmer Arena, just Boomslang and Jackal. Okay. And after I did that show, that's when all the bullshit started. I kissed everybody's ass. All Rich is friends with everybody, man. It's the only reason he got that show. Well, when the guys got back on the radio, I was like, hey, man, that's not true. The truth is, Rich put the time in. The band put the time in. They wrote great songs. They went to the studio, did a professional studio album. That's why they opened for Jackal. All you guys that are out there giving me your CDs that you recorded in your basement, not going to get you a show opening up for Jackal. Okay, they made that perfectly clear. And, I would say if I can do it, because I started from scratch. I didn't know how to do those hardcore vocals that I do on that album that you guys listen to. I didn't know how to do it at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned, and I kept training, and I kept doing it, and I kept doing it. And I got a little bit better at it and got a little bit better at it. And I feel that I'm still growing to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I'm still learning. I'm still growing. So don't let anybody tell you that you can't do this, because you can do this. Just put the time in, and by God, don't get on drugs, and don't listen to that narcissist woman that's going to come in your life and tell you, no offense, girls.
None, because I have the same problem with guys, because we're in the music scene and the guys are offended by that because they're just like, oh, we know how women are. No, you don't.
No, they don't. They don't.
So I get it. We get it.
Yeah. So that's my advice to them. Just don't give up. Prove them wrong. Okay.
Yep.
Show them that you can do it. Don't let anybody tear you down or tell you any different.
Mm-hmm.
Nick?
Well, considering I was only 15, 7 years ago, I would tell myself to work harder, put more time into drumming, because I did, after our first year together as a band, I did a lot of stupid stuff outside of the band. I got put on probation twice. That was Rich's phone.
Sorry.
I got put on probation twice.
I know that wasn't me.
I just wish I would make better decisions outside of the band in my teenage years. That's really all I can tell myself, is just to work harder at being a drummer and not being a teenager.
Right, and you're still young. So for you to say something like that, is already showing me anyway your growth, and you will continue to do that.
Absolutely.
Well, and if anyone can tell you how much I've grown, it's Rich. I mean, he's seen me from when I started with this band. I had been drumming 4 years before, but from when I was 15, 16 compared to now is a complete difference.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, especially in the last year and a half, man. He knows how to get in here and program these drums, and he can write his own drum tracks, just jump right in here and just took off with it. He's come a long way, man. I mean, I'm very impressed with him, not just because he's in my band, but just because, he wants it. He's hungry, he's pushing through. He wants to do this. He's learning all the time. And, this lineup that we have particularly right now is probably the best that we've ever had. And Nick is really starting to shine because of it.
That's awesome. You're learning quick and you're learning young. That's good. That's smart.
Yeah.
Listen, you can talk a little bit, but shut it most of the time and listen.
Yeah.
Fran, I've got to go because it came on, and being I do this by my phone, it's saying my phone's overheating and it's getting ready to shut down.
Yep. No,
shit.
We're actually going to close this up. You guys, yep, there she goes. Her phone. Her phone eats battery life like that. It's insane. But you guys, thank you so much for coming and making the time for not just the Savages, but to introduce yourself to America and let us know a little bit more about you. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate this. So if fans wanted to know more about you or find your merch, what websites or pages can they look to?
Well, right now we just I mean, of course, you know, our everything got zapped, so everything was attached to our Facebook page, which was Instagram, Twitter. So we've lost it all. So basically right now they're just going to have to go to our personal pages, which is Nick Polzois, Rich Treadway, Chad Woods, Eric Abner. What's Scooby's real name?
Mike. I can't pronounce his last name.
Anyway, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. But anyway, we do have a website. Like I said,
it's in the works.
It's in the works, and we'll be sharing the shit out of it when it does pop up.
Yeah.
And you know, hopefully, I'd say I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say probably 2 months that website's going to launch.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, definitely look forward to it. And just answer your name, Nick. But you guys, thank you again. Definitely look forward to bringing you guys on again in about 6 months, whenever, you know, see what you guys have been up to, what you've accomplished, and what you have yet to still bring out to us.
Absolutely. We'll be sharing stuff with you. So
awesome. Definitely looking forward to it, guys. And yeah, hit us up, hit me up directly, if anything, you know, and we'll talk about getting together and Savages getting together with you guys and seeing what you got.
All right, we'll do.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very
much. You guys have a good one, and thank you again.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.